Okay, so welcome to the video for part 4 of Flora's Fauna. For this one I'm not going to do the full sort of tutorial that I have on the previous parts, because you should by now be pretty familiar with the overlay mosaic crochet technique. So I'm just going to get you started really with the first few rows so you can get that sort of pattern set so you know where you're going, and then you should be fine to just carry on with the chart and all the written instructions. Okay, so I've already done the first 2 rows of part 4, because apart from the edge stitch and the chain next to that at each end, everything else in those 2 rows is just a back loop double crochet. So done them there, and now we will get started on row 3. So for that, back to our CC3 colour. So I'm going to start with a standing double crochet and then a chain. So that's what we do obviously at the start of every single row. And then before the main repeat starts, we have a front loop treble in there. So just in that front loop 2 rows down, we're going to work our treble there. So then the repeat starts with 1 back loop double crochet and then 15 front loop trebles. Okay, so that's nice and straightforward there. $14 and 15, and what I am going to do when I've done a nice run like that is just make sure I have actually got 15 stitches there. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Marvelous. So now we've got a little run where we're just going to be repeating. You see we've got the square brackets again if you're looking at the written instructions. We're just going to be repeating 1 back loop double crochet, 1 front loop treble. I'm going to do that 7 times. Okay, so that's 1 back, 1 front is 2, 3, 4, 7. Again, we'll just double check that. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Marvelous. So then we've got 1 back loop double crochet and another 15 trebles now. So 1, oops, 13, 14, 15, whoops. Okay, and that now just leaves us, we know we've got it right actually, because we've just got 2 stitches left at the end of this repeat, and you can see, and we know because I've been marking, the last stitch of every repeat is in there. So we're just going to end with 1 back loop double crochet and then front loop treble in there. In the wrong place because I left my so it's easy, very easy to do that. I'm going to take that out because it was in the way, it was interfering with my line of vision. Okay, so we're now going to end, there we go, with 1 front loop treble in there, and then just pop that marker back in there. Okay, so there we are. You see what we've now got is like I suppose it's like the sort of grass ground he's sitting on is like the little bits here are like a sort of shadow from where the squirrel's going to be sitting. So you can just carry on repeating that across however many times you need to get to the end, and obviously remember to end with 1 chain and then 1 standard edge stitch double crochet at the end. So carry on and do that, and then I will see you to do row 4. Okay, so row 4 was just a row of back loop double crochets, so I've gone ahead and done that, and I'm now ready to start on row 5. So I've started row 5 with the edge stitch, chain and this front loop treble before the main repeat starts, so we'll carry on from there. So what we've got to do now, we've now got 5 back loop double crochets, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we have a little run of 1 front loop treble, 1 back loop double crochet, and we're going to do that 3 times. So that was 1, 2, and then 3. Okay, then we've got another front loop treble, and then 6 back loop double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so now we've got 1 front loop treble and 11 back loop double crochets. So 1, 2, 10, 11. And as always, when I've done a run like that, always worth checking that you didn't sort of hypnotize yourself and get lost. So we'll just make sure we've got 11 stitches there. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Wonderful. Okay, so now we've got 1 front loop treble and 4 back loop double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we've got another little run of repeating 1 front loop treble, 1 back loop double crochet. So we're going to do that 3 times again. So that's 2 and 3. Then we've got 1 front loop treble, 5 back loop double crochets, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and I'd forgotten to actually move my marker up, but that's fine because we're actually now going to be working our last treble, front loop treble of the repeat into that marked stitch there. Okay, so that is your repeat. So carry on along and do that however many times you need to, and I will see you for row 6. Okay, so row 6 is actually another nice straightforward one. So I've just got started with the edge stitch, chain, 1 back loop double crochet before I actually started the repeat, and then the repeat starts with 19 more back loop double crochet. So obviously I've got a total of 20 back loop double crochets there at the moment. So now the only thing we've got to do, so most of the row is going to be back loop double crochets, we're just now going to be doing, like, this is the, if you see this little run there of 11 back loop double crochets, that's where like the squirrel's feet are. So we're just now going to fill that in. We're not going to do all of them though, we're just going to do the first 9. So it's going to be 9 front loop trebles there. Okay, 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, and then we're going to end the repeat with 20 back loop double crochets. Okay, so that will then take us to our marker, which again I haven't moved up. It's easy to see you've got that treble there. So yeah, that's basically it. It's all back loop double crochets apart from doing 9 front loop trebles into the first 9 of these stitches there for his feet. Right, so I've just got started on row 7 with that first front loop treble there before the main repeat starts. And we're now going to be starting to, with our C3 yarn, we're going to be actually making the, mainly this is going to be the oak leaves. So I've already got that one front loop treble there. I now need to start the repeat with 3 more. So this is the very bottom of that oak leaf. 2, 3. Then we have a few little tufts of grass. So for that we have got, well, we've got 4 back loop double crochets first. 2, 3, 4. So now we've got, there we go, 1 front loop treble, 1 back loop double, 1 front loop treble. Okay. Now we've got 5 back loop double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 front loop treble. So now we're up to the squirrel again. So this is now where the body of the squirrel is going to be. So for that we've got 13 back loop double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 12, 13, and we'll just double check we've got the right amount there. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Wonderful. 1 front loop treble, 7 back loop double crochets, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and we've got a little tuft of grass again, so 1 front, 1 back, 1 front. Then we're going to end the repeat with 4 back loop double crochets, 2, 3, 4, and finally 4 front loop trebles. So if everything is right, you will now end up in your marked stitch again, which we are, or indeed just below it. So we're working into that front loop. Okay, take that out, pop it back in there. Okay, so hopefully you can see. There we go. So we're now going to start again with the 3 front loop trebles for our oak leaf there. There's little bits of grass, and here is the squirrel's foot, and it's now beginning, the tail will go up there. Okay, so I think you've got the pattern set enough there that you'll be able to carry on easily with the written instructions or the chart. If you do struggle or have struggled in the past with charts, do make the effort to have a look again, because actually it's much easier if you know once I think for the first few rows it's really good to follow in the written instructions, because it saves you having to count like 15 squares on the chart, because I've already done that for you. But for now you should hopefully be able to see, and especially if you've done something like counted cross stitch before, you'll be able to see how the pattern develops from what you've already got. So the chart is usually a lot easier once you get going. Okay, so yeah, you carry on, and I'll just come back every few rows and just show you a little photo of what it should be looking like at that point.